Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres.
And now, your 2021
Stay tuned for Padres baseball
San Diego
next on the show.
Padres.
Dinelson Lamet, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Into the box, Tim LaCastro, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's just 2 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 1 out, nobody on. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte. And the count will be full. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate, Luis Gonzalez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. And he hopped him up over toward the left side of the infield. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
Up next for Arizona, Steve Finley. He's driven in 4 runs on 4 hits to this point in the series. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. and he'll dive back in. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Count still at 1-2. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Still 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Luke Weaver, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
So stepping in is Tony Gwynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tony
Now the pitch.
Gwynn.
In there, no balls and a strike. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against a really good team. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matty, Trent Grisham is a guy for me that I really pay attention to when he plays. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And he puts it on the ground to second. Cabrera towards second. He got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Asdrubal Cabrera. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike one. Cabrera, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career. Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one, the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Nope.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Carson Kelly is on deck. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Nobody out, runner on first. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 3-2 gets him looking up around the letters. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Carson Kelly. As a look, now the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Myers is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting it, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now here is Christian Walker. In his career against this pitcher, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Last half of the 2nd set to go. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Ryan Klesko.
The first baseman.
Now the pitch.
Klesko.
That's out. 1-1. Ball. That pitch is out.
The 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full. 3-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting fifth.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Manny Machado.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Batting fifth. The left fielder.
So here's Will Myers. This batter-pitcher numbers with Luke Weaver. He's only 2 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Set and the pitch. Weaver has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
1-0. He's taken strike one. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Cabrera with a sliding stop to second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
The catcher.
That will bring up Austin Nola. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Behind 0-2 now. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-2 pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hit down the line at first. He's set. The 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Padres leave a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luke Weaver. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Luke Weaver.
First pitch of the AB now. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 home.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Luke Weaver is retired to kick off the inning. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Tim LeCastro. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Grisham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Ketel Marte.
Next to hit, Ketel Marte comes into this one with 3 hits in 11 at-bats in the series. First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet.
Dinelson Lamet.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Tony Gwynn. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Gonzalez comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number one.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
One out now in the San Diego third, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Lamet leads off second with one gone in the inning. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Up next to the Padres.
Kind of interesting pitch selection right there. You can tell. You double up on the changeup normally when you got a guy out front on his front side. Not the case right here. He spit on that first changeup take right there, so I was shocked he went to the well again.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 delivery. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Fouled away. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Klesko. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dior. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Manny Machado is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. Throwing back is the left fielder. Adios, pelota. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Padres have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
You've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you can do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Here's Will Myers.
Number 5.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He singled in his first AB. Swing and a ground ball to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And the pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given him 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
To the plate now, Austin Nova. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Set. Here's the 0-1.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We're through 3 at Petco Park, and the lead is now 5-0. New inning set to get underway. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Luis Gonzalez.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
First pitch on the way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Steve Finley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Finley is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, this guy absolutely does not discriminate, and you could close your eyes during batting practice and know exactly who's hitting the baseball in the cage.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Drilled to the left side. Machado on the slide. Got him. And here's that one again with show track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Leading up.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here now is the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First delivery to him. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, the right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Tony Gwynn. No hits to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Strike taken up in the zone. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Hit back up the middle. Cabrera's there. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cronenworth.
So next to hit is Jake Cronenworth. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the
Now
offense
batting,
right there.
shortstop,
Nice piece of hitting.
Fernando
Executed his pitch
Tatis
away again, but the hitter was able to stay on
Jr.
time.
So next to bat will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now the first pitch.
No, that's down.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
The 1-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And now the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Taken in by Machado. And the throw on the first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So now to the plate, Carson Kelly flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a
And
ball.
a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Grisham is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Now it'll be Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's too far inside. Ball 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2 balls and a strike to count. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Josh Reddick will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And that one yanked just foul. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Walker at second with 2 down. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Tatis is there to end the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More baseball from downtown San Diego right after this. Matt Peacock will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 47, Matt Peacock.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and up next will be Ryan Klesko.
The first baseman, Ryan.
First pitch of the AB now.
1-1. Count 1-0.
In the air down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Manny Machado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Machado now on 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Will Myers stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Myers awaiting the 1-0. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Here now the 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tim LeCastro. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in once again is Ketel Marte. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. And this throw gets away from him.
Now batting, the left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Next, here is Luis Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
LeCastro, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Count is even, a ball and a strike to Luis Gonzalez.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now the 3-2 pitch lifted the other way down the left field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Tim Hill takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Hill.
Into the box now, Steve Finley. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. All even now, 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now as Drupal Cabrera. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Ready with the 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Padres 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. First pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Three and 0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-0.
Hey!
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Popped him up. Walker over to his left. 1 out.
Now
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now to the plate, Austin Nola. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Eric Hosmer gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty.
Eric Hosmer.
First pitch of the AB now.
Yeah.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Padres down in order, and it remains 5-2. Craig Stammen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar.
Number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Here's the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-0 on the way. Laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here now the 2-2.
We got a full count.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Ready now is Carson Kelly. Flew out last time up. Now here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with the 0-1. Struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Christian Walker. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
David Peralta will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, David Peralta.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit. Emilio Pagan will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 14, Emilio Pagan.
Now to the plate, Tim LaCastro. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Fouled off. The 2-2. In the dirt. Throw over to third here. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it, too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
This one skied out toward right. Boom is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail 5-2. Taylor Clark will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Tony Gwynn. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even...
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Marte is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the 1st out.
Up next for the Padres, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Hit on the ground to third. And very quickly they're two gone to start the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Next, it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're still out in front, 5-2. Heath Bell has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
For the Padres, number 21, Heath.
Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. He flew out in his last debut.
The right fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
First offering on its way. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
At the plate now, Luis Gonzalez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Marte aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here's the pitch on 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
The center fielder, number 12, Steve.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball in.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high, and it's 3-0.
No strike.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And there's a base hit on the line. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The second baseman.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
By Machado at third, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Base is loaded, and next to hit will be Eduardo Escobar, and he represents the potential go-ahead run. First pitch on the way.
Ball, that's outside.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Now batting.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
In now, Carson Kelly, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Outside, 3-0 now. And the bells are about to toll. Trevor Hoffman is up in the Padre bullpen. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Mark Melanson answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it.
Mark Melanson.
Christian Walker will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 55 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 55. Now catching and batting 9th, number 21.
Now to bat, Ryan Klesko. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading up for the Padres,
here's the first pitch.
the first baseman, Ryan.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. First offering on its way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Will Myers. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Adios, pelota. Solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-3.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Trent Grisham.
Number 2.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1.
One ball, one
now
strike.
the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Padres 6 and the Diamondbacks 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Well, it is Trevor time here in the 9th as Trevor Hoffman is on to try to close this one out. So kicking off the top of the 9th is Stephen Vogt as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Vogt, a 36-year-old veteran. He was a 12th round selection back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Next up is Tim LeCastro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Count
1
1-0.
ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
And now, Luis Gonzalez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over. 6-3 the final score today. The San Diego Padres led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Dinelson Lamet gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Luke Weaver was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Trevor Hoffman closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
1.